With the loss of an arsenal bird followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erussia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Aslan's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Secure the LZ quickly.
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their rules.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, before we win. Good luck.
Understood.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you. You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Fox 2.
Target down and out. Enemies are attacking! The hell did they come from? They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or the roof is on the ground! Fire up the searchlight! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Vasquez 1. Landing down.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Help him out.
It's alright. Those two OC's big shots will take care of him for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack should took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks. Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Fox 2. Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
We've confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Spider 1, watch your tail.
That's the last of our Ekiota. They've all been taken out. Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support. They're damaged, but still flight capable. Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Rochester, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate. Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Target acquired.
Behind those two shells. Let's get moving.
The enemy has a lock on me.
I've got you.
Allies been shut down. Moving. Get aiming. That's it. Take out those 2. Force our way inside the facility.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the mark.
Pushing the enemy on their heels. Okay, start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire! Tear down that barricade! How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time.
Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Caution. Pull up.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
Pull up.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Move to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. Turn right. 3,000 meters to the runway. 1,500 meters to the runway. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, You have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base.
Excellent work on the night raid. So, this base will...
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, That can't happen until after the capital falls. So you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusha will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged the Frabati Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and make it a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
You should see the submerged area up ahead. Friendly warships have already begun the invasion. Things are about to get rough.
They're sending the squadron that defended Stonehenge. You sure about this? Yes, we have positive ID. Raise the threat level to maximum.
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break! Missile launched.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Caution. Pull up.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Okay, Trigger, the park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat. I shouldn't crawl out of town.
Target is hit.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Enemies pouring on their forces!
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Missile inbound, today!
Roger. Enemy
our teams. Open fire.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Missile.
Missile hit. Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces coming near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
HQ! We're falling back! We don't stand a chance against their air support! Pursuing enemy! Hold your ground!
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile. Missile. Caution.
Pilots from Stonehenge are here to back us up. Focus on the enemies in front of you.
That area's all yours, Strider. Back up one squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Strider 1, missile away.
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile. Missile. Missile.
The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow!
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile, evade.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships! Just how many did we lose?
Missile.
Three sharks is
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Fall back 900 yards. Three strikes is here.
I've been spiked.
Target is in machine gun range.
Missile.
Two.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile.
Flash!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't stop!
Evading!
Miss, target still active. Hostile lock on you, Strider 1. Maintain course to return for resupply.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is control. The enemy's about to overrun our position. Tighten up the defenses immediately.
Missile launched.
Mechanics, but still flank capable. Bandit at my sight. Lock on.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
We must show a resolve.
Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Use your binoculars. Three strikes, face us.
subordinates. We can organize resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood.
Hold on. Missile.
Understood.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
5 minutes remaining.
HQ, this is Squad 2. We've eliminated the enemy resistance. Squad 2 is clear. Making their way to HQ now.
Caution.
Do not let them through!
Missile. Missile.
SAM site down. Target is in range of guns.
Missile.
Enemy vessel destroyed.
Missile.
Damn enemy. They're the ones who turn the tide.
Target eliminated.
We must take advantage of this opening.
Hold up.
I'm cornered.
Missile. Caution.
HQ, powerful AA defense system in the AO. Coordinates Tango 2H, 639. There's an AA. No, I'm protecting the defense system.
Target locked.
Missed. Seaway shot my missile down before it reached.
Ship's building! They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
You never know what's gonna happen in naval warfare. Stay vigilant.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Maintain
Missile.
course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is control.
3 minutes remaining.
Don't let them any closer.
Cyclops 4, Fox 2.
Been excited.
Target destroyed.
Enemy on your ass.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked to friendly.
Missile. 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 Missile.
On my enemy's tail.
Missile. Caution. Hold up.
Watch 2! Shaking off enemy rocket. Strider 1, enemy is locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Can I make it?
2 back to resupply. 3 seconds remaining.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is control.
You can see just how hard we're pushing from up here.
Bandit acquired. Locked on. Missile fired. Evading. They have a lock on me.
Reduce altitude. Rising to
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. Monkeys. Now, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are in different rooms. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile evaded.
He's with gun scouts.
You sure he's human?
One ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Attack missed. Taking fire.
Target acquired.
Locked on.
Missile.
I'm on my target's tail.
Ship 5 is hit.
Missile.
So long as they got a bailout.
The escorts are seasoned. We did well.
I see they've still got a worthy pilot.
Fox 3.
Missed. Cyclops 1, launching missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Ocean forces.
No. Who are these guys? I'm hit!
You're mine.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay. Locked on.
See where your plane is headed. Eject. Forgive me. Good luck. Damn. Those lackeys fly like champions.
Locked on. Enemy has a lock on me.
Missile. Missile.
Not bad. As good as Ruth says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
Cyclops 3. What's it hit? We gotta eject.
Fox 3.
Missile.
Take him out one by one.
Missile.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not gonna roll. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What? Strider 3 launching missile.
All right, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Fox 2. Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up ballistics.
Shit.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Pull up.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot. Wiseman! Missile closing! We'll keep him on. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman down.
Eject already, Wiseman.
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. Duty is yours. It's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Local count.
You're holding your own up.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope. Shake your bandit.
Chaffin flash launched.
Taking fire.
These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them.
Missile evaded.
Caution. 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 Pull up.
Target acquired.
Caution.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Ammunition
Special
zero.
weaponry
Missile.
completed.
Taking fire.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update. Damn it. What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant, Masa, it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
It's something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. AA gun confirmed destroyed.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you. Understood.
We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
ID is Ocean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather in bars and other places to learn what's going on.
No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
1, tank destroyed.
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
Vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired. Target hit.
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you. We got out of paying that toll.
This is AWACS Argus. Those who can hear us are our allies. Your new orders are to dispose of Eduard Labarth. The Ocean Army officer with him is an imposter.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Grunder Park. Captain Carl, T-Love needs to record this conversation. I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Strider 1, missile, keep your head down!
Target eliminated.
So what? Why are you getting abandoned?
Friendly hello in front. Patriot of activities calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tanker.
Captain Carl, limited rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit?
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters, and then to assassinate Harlan and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Lucy is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Stall warning.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Fox 2, get him.
Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
How'd you last long, Casper? You can bring it, and we're here to help.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. Coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Move the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Turn 2 in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Forecaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, those are the Ocean they shot too. I managed to catch a glimpse of these strikes.
this.
Aim carefully.
Fine. No good. Shit.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
I've got a sitting duck here. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Breaking to escape lock.
They're in my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean Craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the AC-89 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault that won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Target the fire.
This way!
Missile away.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Enemy on your back.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Five bandits remaining. Fox 3.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
3 bandits to go. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
It's not enough to be really functional.
1 bandit to go.
There has to be a time that it should not function.
Missile away.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing its army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we find you to send